and welcome back to our alcoholic adventure that is Valhalla. We're gonna be picking up where we left off, which was, I don't know, actually, day 2, room, apparently. I really like the opening music. It's really nice. Right. I don't think we needed to do anything, did we? I think we saved right after we got the hollow tree thing. Hollow plant. Not hollow planet. And I think we're just gonna continue there? How do we go to work? Right. Wednesday, December 14th. That's my brother's birthday! Wow! Good evening. Good evening. Oh my god, I forget these freaking voices that I did. Hey, Jill? Yes? Wow! Hold on, why is that cup ramen $60? Jesus Christ. What's in that thing? It's like pure metal. That's a sound you don't hear every day. Inflation. You're right. Oh my god. But boss, what are you doing with that helmet? Oh, okay. I was just about to ask you where it came from. How? A white knight came yesterday. Oh, right. She left and, well, she forgot to take it with her. Figured she'd eventually come looking for it, so I left it under the couch. Wait. Ah, I see. Do you regularly put things on without asking who they belong to first? Your model's covering. There. Fix? Why not 69? Alright. Do they regularly put things on? Yeah. I don't plan and evaluate every move, Jill. I just act. Anyway, as your boss, I'm taking this helmet until the client comes for it. You sound happy. Well, this helmet is comfortable, and cool, and comfortable, and cool, and really, really cool. Hello. You sound sad. Or made you sound sad. It's strange that you're late, Gil. Yeah, the traffic was... Dude, the traffic was... And then the car alarm. What the heck? Hopefully they turn off that car alarm. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Can you? Sup, Brad? What's going on? Don't run! You have work to do! Oh my god. Can you guys hear that? There's a ruckus happening. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, it stopped. The traffic is in the game, the traffic's in real life, I know. I'm not going back to Hong Kong! What does that mean? Hong Kong? Gee. Oh, okay. So sorry, I thought you were someone else. Apparently. I'll leave the rest up to you. I'll detonate the Pluto warhead somewhere safe. Uh-oh. I hope to God that's not my vehicle. Give me a second. I swear if that's my vehicle, I'm gonna freaking... Give me a second. It was not my vehicle. I'm safe. Robbers! Nah, apparently some guy's getting towed. So that's fun. Oh my god. Anyway. The what, where now? Nothing. Never mind. She seems happy. She's been tense these last couple days. She's somehow relaxed now. Good. Are you all set? Yep. Alright. Ah, the jukebox. Then again, put in your requests. Because as always, I never know what to do. Oh, it's already set up with the stuff we did last time. I don't know if I want to change any of it. Who was I? Loading preview? Well, I don't know who's coming in today, so I can't prep the music for anyone in particular. Put some on the back of the queue to the front. How do I drag? Oh, I see. Like this. So we're swapping them out. There we go. Probably haven't heard those. Yeah, you're probably right. Well, how long are these songs, actually? Because we might have heard them. Maybe. Maybe. I never know what song's playing. Do they tell you what song's playing somewhere? Okay. Then ready. Time to mix drinks and chat. You? Who? Me? You can go to the jukebox. Jukebox? Jukebox? Jukebox! Ah! Okay, okay. That's nice. I think I'll leave that up. Though the blue's very stark, isn't it? That's fine. Oh, Miss Kim. Because of you, I got up late and lost a full day of work. And on the day, everyone got a nifty assignment too. Wait, because of me? Yeah, dude, I don't think that was our fault. You were the one that got me drunk and made me fall asleep like a goddamn log. So you arrived home safely. That's nice. That's nice. That's all you have to say? What do you want me to say? If I feel remorse over every client that gets drunk here, I wouldn't be working. But... True, morally speaking, I shouldn't let people get drunk. But getting people drunk is the unspoken main purpose of my job. And I did say that I didn't know how much alcohol you could handle, didn't I? That's what I thought. Seriously, what kind of answer is that? Dude. Oh. Hello, Mr. Donovan. Do I know you? Oh, great. Hey, Brad, you're in luck. I decided to bless this place again. Luck, he says. Oh, Mr. Donovan, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? What do you think I want, kid? Right. A beer. Right? A big one, right? Right? I think I remember. 2, 4, 2... Let me know if I'm doing this wrong, as always. Big one for the big shot. Big one for big boy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Mixed. Mixed. Nice. Here you go. Yes. Now that's what I call service. Yeah, dude, I'm so good. I remember everything. I've been remembering everything. That's good to hear. What brings you here today, Mr. Donovan? Today, we were supposed to hand the interns an article topic. All those crazy b-b-s came flocking to me like the first high schooler with a car. I couldn't deal with it, so I switched places with some poor sap. He was supposed to be doing an interview today, but to hell with that. And thanks to all that shit, I found myself here, blessing your hellhole with my presence. Oh yeah, completely a blessing. You were here yesterday too. How did that come about? There's this gal that's performing a concert later tonight. Yesterday, I was tuning the details of the interview I'd have with her today. And like I said, I'd rather work here than deal with a pack of competitive bitches. Oh, I see. How was the interview? Easy enough. The fact that the gal had a nice... Dude! How much more degenerate can you get? Not based. Not based. We've come a long way in the department of Lilim's sex appeal, I can tell you. Lilum? Is that a race that I am unaware of? She was a Lilum then? It is. Yes, one of those new fancy King class CH-1A models. I've heard they're anomatically correct in every way. I wouldn't mind fighting about that myself. Hmm? Hey you, the guy with the John face. Huh? Me? What the hell's a John face? Lilum is a robot. Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you. Do I know you? I don't think so, sir. No, I'm pretty sure I know you. I mean, did you see him yesterday? Wait. It was the Hong Kong riots 10 years ago. Dude, how old is this guy? Was he maybe a teen then? When he did the big riots, you think? I've never been to Hong Kong, and I certainly didn't defect from any anti-riot force when I'm stealing supplies. Oh my god. Really? That's a bummer. You look like a guy who owes me a drink. You were in those riots, Mr. Donovan? Do I look like some anarchist hippie to you? 10 years ago, I tried to start a silicone business. So I was in Hong Kong talking with some investors when those damn riots broke out. Seriously though, did they really think that the laws they were trying to pass wouldn't backfire? They were openly trying to segregate people with augmentations. Yeah. No matter how many they have different capabilities you put in between, it's still segregation. And once people start crying segregation like that, you're doomed. This is the PR century, if you're gonna do that and disguise it a bit. That's a very laconic way of summarizing the incident. I mean, there was a political agenda revolving around cheap labor. And the plan reached such a developed stage because the media was instilling fear in the public. The general fear is that augmented people will become power-hungry maniacs, was a key factor in the plans. And everything is mostly the aftermath of previous protests where... Yeah, I don't think you need to give them a summary, but I appreciate that. On second thought, maybe it's better to be laconic. Laconic? Trying to get a full picture might take you back to beyond the Industrial Revolution. All that happened when I got out of high school. I remember I had to turn down a scholarship in Hong Kong because of all that. To be fair, if I had a robot arm, I would be even more of a power-hungry maniac. Dude, me too. Me too. I mean, it's a completely understandable thing. If you get hyper eyes, if you get hyper limbs, you're gonna be doing some bad stuff. You know? Scholarship. That's no feat, Brad. Well, I guess even without scholarship, there would have been a language barrier. Wait, no, that's the wrong person. Remember, I was kinda excited back then because I was really into this one Chinese idol band. It's one of those things I'd rather not remember much of. Like some people's K-pop phase, huh? You'd be surprised at how easy Chinese can be. So you know how to speak Chinese? The only translator I had available was some pizza-faced pencil neck. And I wasn't gonna allow myself to be seen with that. Oh, come on. If someone like me can learn Chinese in 2 weeks, well... I'm guessing a scholarship student might have a chance. Why do I feel like he suddenly challenged me to finally learn Chinese? Chinese? Wait. When you say Chinese, do you mean Mandarin or Cantonese? Tangerine? Canto what? Bye, Brad. Have a good one, bro. When people say Chinese, they're usually referring to the written word, not the spoken one. It's important to clarify because there are lots of dialects in the Chinese language. In Hong Kong, lots of people speak Cantonese, so just saying Chinese won't do. You might as well learn Cantonese because you're only going to Hong Kong. Or you might have learned Mandarin because it's the one spoken by the majority elsewhere. I went to Hong Kong and managed to seal a deal. I have no idea about anything else. Yeah, he probably went and probably went and just learned the written so he could read. And that's it. Right. Anyway, surely a student with a scholarship can serve me a Mars blast too, right? Yeah, for sure. Sure, on it. He wants a Mars blast? That's a change of place, alright? Name... Mars blast. Ooh, Mercury blast! Moon blast! That's all the different ones. I see. Theme. So 6... Yeah, this really must be because of inflation. That price is insane. 2, 3, 4, and 2. Blended. So that's the super shake one, right? Right. Right. Right? Okay, cool. Here. Alright, I guess I'll believe your story. Right. Hey kid, I got wasted yesterday, so there's a certain protocol here. Would you mind telling me if I said anything someone could use against me in the court of law? Unless complaining about your investors can be used as a legal weapon. I don't think so. Oh good. Fuck those sons of bitches. Wow. What did I tell you? How they wanted unreasonable stuff and how they have more power than you do, all that. Oh yeah, I recall something like that. Then again, it seems to be something I say a lot when drunk. Wow. That and racial slurs in German. Oh god. Racial slurs and what? But let me tell you something. There are people worse than your investors. Who? Your clients. No, don't get on yourself like that. It's nothing, it's nothing. This is my job. Excuse me? Your readers, if you think clients are always right, then you're wrong, unless I'm the client, that is. Oh, okay. We live in an era where PR is the first and only word in anything. You can sell the shittiest of stuff and people will buy it if you're the apple of their eyes. But make one freaking mistake and it's over for you. You're suddenly a criminal to them. So if you say, don't read it. Okay. Yeah, I will definitely not read anything in German then. You're suddenly a criminal to them. Yeah, I know how that is. No chance of appeal. God forbid if they catch something you said out of context. No, this is completely, you can apply this to current state of affairs on a certain Bluebird website. Aviator Megane. Aviator. I wasn't prepared for aviator, so let me go get that. Give me the aviator. Gimme. Where are my glasses at? Where are my glasses at? Here we go. Heck yeah. These are aviator glasses, right? Right? I was told they were aviator glasses. There we go. Now I'm looking stylish. Good. A month ago, we had to clarify that we were talking about an animal in an article about cougars in nearby forests. All because we got a pack of 40-year-old divorced soccer moms crying about her feelings. Dripping swag like a broke faucet. I appreciate that. Thank you. They were having picnic parties in the same forest and thought we were writing about them. God, I hope at least one of them gets eaten by their damn namesake. Yeah, it's funny when someone else hears it, but the smell of rosy perfume still makes my blood boil. Nowadays, nobody can make a joke. They're always out for blood. Yeah. I wonder how it was back then without social media. You can't win. You will always offend somebody, which is kind of true. I feel like someone somewhere will be offended. Oh man, now that's poppin'. Oh my god. And while some take it graciously, many just love feeling insulted. They relish the thought of ganging up against something. And those hypersensitive bastards are your clients, the ones you have to target. I run a goddamn newspaper. The whole point is to present the news in the most neutral way possible. Being offended by a newspaper is like being angry at the mirror. Sure, let's go with that. Yeah, I don't know if a mirror is as truthful as the newspaper is. Or the other way around, actually. But it's not like he's totally wrong, but hearing it from him is kinda... Damn, look at the time. I need to get back to work soon. Really? I just finished an interview and I must be posted as soon as possible. The fact that we're posting it after the chick finished her concert is enough of a problem already. Something delayed the interview? The interview was supposed to happen last Friday. One of the interns, this meek little girl, was supposed to do it. For some frickin' reason, she didn't. I spent 2 days negotiating something else instead. Negotiating? Did you have to pay or something? Basically, when that encore concert happens, I needed to plaster that chick's face all over the front page. Front page. I see. Okay then, one last drink before I leave. Give me something bitter to wake me up. Sure. I wonder what bitter drink tastes like. Does it mean just tart? I'm assuming? So you don't want something... Sunshine Cloud. Bitter is the yellow one, right? Sunshine Cloud. Bronson. I mean, mirrors aren't truthful. What? Are mirrors not truthful? Bitter drinks taste bitter. Shut up. I mean, what kind of bitter? Suplex. I don't know what bitter drink. Paul Garber suplex. What's non-alcoholic? They are distorted images. I mean, I guess. I'm not into mirror physics, so I don't know too much about that, but yeah, I'll just give him this. No alcohol for you, buddy. This will wake you up in a jiffy, on the rocks, blended. And okay, stop. Sun Cloud, Sunshine Cloud, yeah. I freaking love it. It looks like a teeny orange. Here. Yeah, this works just fine. Man, that gal's producer was angry as frick. Trying to negotiate with him was a hassle. I've had less problems dealing with SoCal Justice Warriors. Who? SoCal Justice Warriors, that mafia vigilante group that runs around solving crimes in swimsuits. No, that sounds wonderful. Oh yeah, those artificially blonde, artificially tan folks with big blunt objects? Yeah. They're an interesting group, you know? They only accept people born and raised in South California who go through hellish training on a daily basis. They have to. No normal person can run around in swimsuits in this cold weather. Ah, so they are in some way superhero. They have an interesting view on the world and how it works, but they're pretty sensitive too. Too many outlets have insulted them in the past, so they're trigger happy against defamation. I've had a dozen guys in Speedos talking to me about some news while flaunting their bags of batteries. And they were still more polite than that producer guy. Think about it. Watching a banana hammock move at the same time as a bag of batteries is more pleasant. Wow. Pretty sure that there's a banana hammock and bags of batteries audience somewhere though. Well, most definitely. Well, I'm out. Thank you. Please come again. Yeah. That was, tiring. Hey Jill, I think I have a problem. Don't tell me. Yep, I can't take the helmet off. God. Oh my god. Yeah, very funny. Did you check the internet for help? Yeah, I don't see the problem. How to take a Valkyrie type white knight helmet? It's not precisely a common query, you know? I could break it, but I don't want to damage a client's property. Don't do it. Don't do it. Well, what? Did you run out of air? I just realized you served a Valkyrie in Valhalla. What? Is that bad? Oh, wow. No, that's a stupid joke. No. East already made that joke. No. Shit, don't scare me like that. I don't think you can run out of air with this helmet. What are you gonna do? I know someone who might help me. I'll give her a call. Let's see, where was her number? Oh, here it is. Hey Iris, I need someone clogging advice. Iris? I've heard Chief call her a couple times. Maybe she's a friend? Self-aware game. More importantly, will Chief be fine? She will, even if there's no God or Buddha. You can always trust Boss. Yeah, let's hope you're right. Oh, heck. Okay. Hey, honey, can you see me? Ah, Dorothy. Yeah, I can see you. Why? Really? Man, did they sell me the wrong stuff? Who sold you the what? The what? The sold you the who? Jill, I'm going out for a bit to buy screwdriver and bacon and... Are you talking to yourself again? Oh god. Invisa person? No, I'm not. Hello. Oh, hello Dorothy. Wherever you are. I'll be back in a bit then. She didn't see you? Oh, I get it now. They sold me a Vic jammer, not some optics camouflage system. Nipa. I love that new soundbite. Oh my god. Care to explain? Have you seen those pics or videos of someone stripping or undressing? But I mean the ones where the clothes are the only thing you see, and the other person is invisible? Come again? There's people out there with a fetish for invisible people. Oh, of course there are. Where you can only see a few articles of clothes floating about? I was trying to find something that would let me cater that fetish, but my contracts misunderstood my request. I asked him to bring me something that'd make me invisible, and he did. But I'm only invisible to cameras. Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. Even then, wouldn't your clothes be invisible too with such a jammer or something? You do have a point. Oh well, it'll work something out. Maybe I'll get a Nanco module. Nano camo? Nano camo. Nano camo. That's nice, that's nice. Haven't you heard of nano camo? They're a military technology company that recently branched to civilian appliances. Namco, that's exactly what I was thinking of. But it's nano camo. They use nanotechnology to make fabric or other materials take any color or texture you want. You can order a module from them and change the colors of clothes, walls, or tables with it. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll look it up. What does that have to do with what you want, though? If I remember correctly, they have a module that makes things almost invisible to the human eye. It was quite pricey last I checked, though. Almost? To the human eye? Yeah, to the human eye. Well, it's not perfect. If you moved, you'd be eerie surroundings-colored blob. And we Lilum see things differently, so it's ineffective against us. So this is the robot you guys were talking about, huh? This is the robot? Still, it might be what I need. Now, what was that about talking to yourself again? I was playing a Valhalla-inspired campaign, and I was with Lilum. That's so cool! Oh, Valhalla-inspired campaign? Can't even imagine what that would be, though. Like, in the world? Nothing important. What are you having? I'm in a good mood, so give me a piano woman. Sure. So Dorothy wants a piano woman. Simple enough. Oh my god, this bot. Base of the type. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Is the music alright? Or should I turn it down a little bit? I can see the freaking noise bar go boom boom. Base of the Titans. Yeah. Alright. Turn it up? Shut up. Come on. Oh, that's a thick drink. Holy heck. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is a freaking thick AF drink. All aged and mixed. No. Nice. P-woman. P-woman. Bruh. P-man and P-woman. One piano woman. Thanks. I love these ones, you know. I keep them for special occasions, whenever I'm feeling good or when I need to get out of a slump. And today? Today I feel good. That's nice. Okay then, how's this for a bonus payment? Oh, the ticket from Friday? Can't believe I still remember that. You woman, shut up. No, that was a good joke. That was a good joke. That guy was so nice in giving it to me. Too bad it was filled to the brim with dogs. I would have enjoyed the drink here otherwise. I don't think this ticket should be valid. But then again, they were improvised, so there isn't anything There isn't really a contract involved or anything. You know? If you're lonely enough to start talking to yourself, we could hit an arrangement. An arrangement? Oh, I get what she's saying. I get what she's saying. My character was helping out a detective that was helping her about how errands of her kin of Willem were cannibalized. Jesus Christ. Wow. Keep me fed and I'll keep you company. You'll still need to pay if you want to get naughty though. I think I'll pass. I already have a cat that does all that. Do you pay him to... No. Finish that sentence and I'll make sure you truly become invisible. Fine. Consider this a standing offer though. Oh, hey John. John? Ah, Dorothy. Didn't see you here last Friday. I was dealing with some stuff over the weekend. And Monday. Yeah. Was it a girl? I wish. What'd you do? I'd rather not talk about it. Hey honey, what did he do? Gil's been being a complete mystery for as long as I've known him. His past is like a nebulous mass that tries to bite him every once in a while. Nebulous? You hear so much random stuff, it's hard to make connections about what happened when. And, you know, people lie. Does your boss know about it? She said I'm not one to judge. Seems like she knows what the hell's going on. But I think I'm better off not knowing. It's not really necessary, and it's a pain to think about. I'm right here, you know? Yeah, legit. You could just ask. Well, no. He wouldn't give an answer, would he? Did I tell any lies? No, but never mind. Oh yeah, about your boss? Why is she wearing a helmet? She found it. She put it on, and now she's stuck. Oh, yeah. Randomly putting on stuff you find is problematic. No shit. I mean, there's this girl that wanted to see if she could put a glass bottle up as a bit early for those stories, don't you think? No? By the way, it's weird that I didn't see you yesterday. I have a job too, you know. Yeah, but usually come before you start. Aw, did you miss me that much? Yesterday was a bit different. I worked the entire day. I don't know if I should ask. Oh, it was weird, but not kinky weird. The guy paid me to spend all day pretending to be his daughter. Oh. Oh, that poor guy. Oh, that sucks. I know that guy. We know that guy. Really? Yeah, I go to his house at 11 AM dressed as requested and spend all day there. Play some games, occasionally tell him I love him, go to bed when ordered, and leave. Nothing sexual. I used to expect him to push me against the ground and have his way with me. But after 3 years, it's unlikely that'll happen. 3 years. To be fair, Dorothy does look like she could be his daughter. I could kind of see it. Just a little bit. Yeah, 1 day a year for 3 years now. 1 day a year, okay. I thought it was gonna be the entire year, but... Oh, but last year he also wanted me to play the part on his daughter's birthday. Wait a second, does he have a daughter or not? Had. Seems she died 4 years ago. Oh, I see. Oh. Yeah, that sucks. Yep, I seem to attract that kind of people for some reason. What, people whose family just died and is looking for grief? What kind of people? Nobody. I said nothing. Give me a moonblast, would you? Sure. One moonblast coming right up. A moonblast. In contrast to the guy that had a Mars blast earlier, huh? No. None of that. 1, 1, 2. There we go. Alright. That would be expensive. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. And then rocks blended. Shake, 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 shake. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Shake, 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 shake. Okay. Here. There's something interesting about this drink. I don't actually like it, but I can't stop drinking them. I think you might have a problem then. Tastes like a bit of sugar drowned in pure alcohol. Small wonder you feel like that. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Yes, I'm single and I don't mind that you're a girl. Aww, that's wholesome. Do you actually mind what anyone is? Not at all. Anyway, it's not about that. Do all DFC-72s look like kids? Yes and no. Oh no. Out of factory, we look like kids because our development needs to be as close to human as possible. Then you look like babies outside the factory? Nope. Every fresh DFC-72 looks about 10 to 13. Makes it easier to upgrade later. Dude, Dorothy. This seems to be a little bit problematic, doesn't it? I mean, if all of them look like kids and they're supposed to be sex robots. I'm making a connection here. Upgrade? Once a DFC-72 passes 3 maturity tests, it can opt for a factory upgrade. Said upgrade alters its bodies to something older. Some go for it, some don't. Will you go through it? I don't know. Right now, I'm a rarity. You don't find many like me in my line of work, so I have an advantage. And I really need that advantage, you know? How so? When people hire me, half the time it's not because I'm mean. The amount of role-playing I have to do on a normal night is ridiculous. Yeah, that kind of sucks, doesn't it? So if I stop looking underage, I'll lose my advantage over everyone else. Well, if you have enough clientele, I'm pretty sure enough of them like you for you. I didn't think about it that way. Should I think about it at all? Well, maybe if you upgrade, then you can keep being that guy's daughter as the daughter ages over time, right? I mean, maybe I'll go through with it if I ever decide to retire or something. But right now, I'm just fine the way I am. I see. Good evening, Gil. Who is that? Jill and Gillian. Oh, welcome to... Terminator? Does that happen a lot? Not really. It would happen less if Jill would just let people call her Jules. Call me Jules and I'll make sure every time you sit you'll hear a cling of your shaker. Fine, fine. I'll be with you in a minute, Jamie. Just let me finish here. Sure, no hurry. Hello, sailor. Taylor? Hello, young lady. Just call me Dorothy. You're Jamie, right? Nice to meet you, Dorothy. Hey, let me buy you a drink. Oh, I couldn't let you do that. I insist. I got a hefty bonus the other day, and today I'm in a good mood. I'd suppose it'd be impolite of me to reject. Sure, I'll take your offer. Yay! Honey, I'll have a big sunshine cloud. I'll be fine with just a gut punch. Come on, don't be stingy. Ask for something more expensive. I'd rather not. Man, that girl puts me on edge with the way she dresses people. Okay then, let me get your orders. Okay, big sunshine cloud and 1 gut punch. Press next after the first mix to make this next drink. Make both before serving. Alright. I'm really nervous about this now. Sunshine. Sunshine, sunshine. Big. Okay, 4 Bronson. Okay, optional Karmatrin. So that means... Karmatrin. Make it version? Oh, heck. Fine. You want to see Dorothy wasted? Kind of. I do. A little bit. But... I shouldn't be bad, should I? I shouldn't go to my whims, should I? You have that power. I'm gonna do it then. Screw you, Kahila. I'm doing it. And on the rocks. Blend. Alright. Alright, Sun Cloud. And then what else? Gut punch. Gut punch. Just a regular gut punch? Okay. 4, 5. 1. And all aged and mixed. You don't get any karma trinks, I don't know you yet. Here and here.
Thank you.
All in order? Thank you, Dorothy.
Don't mention it.
Thank you, Jill.
It's my job.
Hey, Dorothy, may I ask you something, private? The wiki says Dorothy's model stands for oh my god! That's awful. Holy heck.
If you need a price list, I have a convenience card with updated fees. I can give you a discount if you pay for the room or invite me to dinner.
No, thank you. It's not about that.
And go ahead. I don't think you can ask me something I've never been asked before.
Dude, I kind of feel that same way, but I know for sure that's not true. Is it true that the DFC-72 line leaves tracking nanomachines in the other person after, well... Oh...
After they violate every hole in your body regardless of its original purpose?
Oh my god. Yes.
That's a semi-myth that nobody tried to dispel.
Headbat? Yeah, I freaking lowered the headpat price for you, Kahila. Where's my headpat?
Headpat, headpat.
Headpat! Headpat! Yay! My glasses fell. It's alright. Headpat! There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Give Dorothy a headpat? Yeah, I can do that. Dorothy gets a headpat. And why not? We get one Jamie as well. His ruffle hair. Why not? Amber glasses with forehead with a powerful culture. Yeah, I didn't realize that. That is really nice. That's really styling. I might have to use that.
That's a semi-myth that nobody has tried to dispel. It's true, but it's also not true at the same time.
Care to explain?
We do have tracking nanomachines, but they're released when the body enters alert mode. When we're being assaulted or the like. That way, the authorities can chase down the tracker. It's kind of buggy, though. I've heard stories of DFC-72s who marry, get nervous on their wedding night, and bam! Their partners end up spending the honeymoon in jail.
I see.
And besides, I've modded myself so much that if any tracking nanomachines were still being released, I'd have to commend their tenacity, to be honest.
Ah, okay.
There's also this urban myth that these nanomachines help improve the performance, but that's just silly. Now I get to ask you something.
Sure, go ahead.
How much of you is still organic?
Just enough that my skin still heals over time.
Come on, you know that's not what I mean.
Oh, I see, I see. I'll tell you that and nothing more, young lady.
Fine, see if I care. Honey, I'm going. I'll leave you with the meanie. I'll leave you with the meanie.
Thank you, please come again. That girl's something else, huh? She's so earnest about what she does that it's kind of hard not to root for her. She also has no qualms about anything whatsoever. That becomes a problem from time to time. Okay, I'm done here. Right, I'm gonna go and take my... Gil, I need your girly hands for a second here. God. Coming. It's alright, can you take care of him while I help her? Sure, no problem. I apologize if I'm taking time from your break. Nah, don't worry. Sorry you'll have to deal with me. You're no problem, Jill. Yeah, but you usually seem to have a blast when Gil's the one serving you. Anyway, you want something else? Can you make me a Mars Blast? That I can. Mars Blast. Mars. Better not give him any other kind of blast drink by accident. Yeah, I have not made any mistakes thus far. I've always been able to catch myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a small one. Not small, but you know. 2, 3, 4. Did I make one mistake? I don't think I made a mistake, did I? Or maybe I just erased it from my memory. A small beer for the big fellow. Yeah, but he didn't freaking tell me, or maybe he did and I just didn't pay attention. Either is a possibility. Alright. Think that's it. 6, 1, 4, 2. All blended. One of these is enough to leave your face red like the actual planet. There's no way of knowing who wants a big one the first time. Yeah, exactly, so I made no mistakes. I made no mistakes. Here. Bitter and mind-numbing, just like war. Just like the war. Have you been to war? Life's a war we fight every day, Jill. Oh my god, I love this man's. Oh my god. No, he's good, he's good. So you haven't been to a war? Not to any official one, at least. There's something I've been wondering for a while now. What could that be? First, it was how a professional assassin would be so polite and pleasant to be around. But I guess your line of work doesn't have any bearing on your personality. Still waiting you to mess up a drink so I can redeem that dunce cap. Oh my god. Dude, did I add it yet? I can't... I think I added it, right? I added the dunce cap? I think I have. I did, okay. Thanks a lot. What I've often wondered is how you can be so calm here. Wait till she plays Thracia. No. Dude, I'll freaking cry. Are you still worried about the police or the like? Well, first of all, I try to keep everything as clean as possible. Second, I don't come here looking for trouble, so I don't raise suspicion. And finally, you can thank your boss for easing my mind about the other folks. My boss? I've seen what she's done. I feel safe here. She could take care of things if I went haywire. Haywire? You? Don't mind that. Hard to not mind if you just said it. Yeah, what the heck? You wouldn't happen to know how she got her mechanical arm, would you? I heard she lost her original fighting a cyborg wrestler that had gone rogue. Just a rumor, though. Damn, I still don't know then. Have you tried asking her? She told me it's more interesting if it's left a mystery. Which leads me to believe that she might have started some of the rumors herself. They're believable because she's her. Maybe I'll see her in action one day. You should. It's quite a show. Good news, Jill. The helmet came off and you can take your break. Finally. It's always been a pleasure, Jamie. Thank you, Jill. Boss, break. Alright. I personally believe she just fell off the stairs and landed on her arm. Yeah, that seems to be the most plausible solution, huh? Let's save here. Day 2 break. Man, how long is this game? Like, how many days, how many in-game days is it? Because I remember back in the day, I watched one playthrough. And I have no memory of anything except the whole Hong Kong thing having more relevance down the road. That's all I really remember from it. And it gets like serious-ish? I don't know. That's all I remember. Alright. Home. It's now safe to keep playing! Yay! The robot arm is real. This is the real her, the rest is fake. Oh my god. Maybe she started those rumors to cover up the shameful loss of an arm. Doubt. Boss should clean the chicken bucket she throws out. Everyone can smell the spice from a mile away. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna... Wait. How do I... Add songs by clicking on the titles to the left. How do I delete song? How do I delete song? You can remove them by right-clicking their title. Oh, I love that. I love that noise. We're just gonna do this. And then I'll do the opposite. Umamoto. There we go. Hold on. Quick water break. Alright. Keep going. You can take a couple minutes more, you know? I'm fine, thanks. How'd you get the helmet off? Turns out the release button was jammed with ashes. Whoever owns that helmet made sure to use it to the point of voiding the warranty. Keep it safe in case she comes back, okay? Sure. Now, take it away from me before I feel compelled to put it on again. Right. Yes, it's open. Great. Who? 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 Did you see that Jill is in Girls Front Line as a support unit? I did not. I put all systems go at the start of the game. Ah, that's wholesome. Welcome to Valhalla. Oh my god! Big Mommy GF? Good evening. What kind of place is this? Did I step into some kind of afterlife? Do you often enter places without knowing what they are? Boober. Booba. Her arm is just a glove, she can't take it off. Yeah, I think I'll have that theory. There is a bigger mommy. Oh my god, how?
Sorta, kinda, yeah.
Well, this is a bar.
A bar? Nice, nice.
What can I get you?
I don't know. I don't drink that much, to be honest.
What do you recommend for me? What do you normally enjoy?
I like tea.
That's not something I can work with. What about flavors?
Bitter, but not too bitter. Sorry if it's too confusing.
Something bitter, but not too much. Maybe something bitter and girly? Let me see what I can get to you. Bitter and girly. So, bitter. But also girly. Yeah, Sunshine Cloud. You seem to be making the same drinks, but... optional. I'll throw in a splash. No, JK. She said she doesn't like it. She said she don't like, yeah, Robo Milk. Iced tea is an alcoholic drink. Is it? No, it's not, you heckin' liar. Try this.
Yep, this'll do just fine. Thanks.
You don't look like you're from around here. What brought you by, miss?
I'm the star that always shines in the dark night sky.
Oh.
I'm the glow that will guide you through your sorrow. I'm the northern light that will show you your dreams. I'm Kira Miki.
Ah. So, should I call you Miss Miki or Miss Kira? Oh, dude. Now this is the girl that Jill, like, has posters of, right?
No, you're not getting it. I'm just Kira Miki. Here, let me help you. I'll say Kira and you say Miki, okay?
Okay.
Kira.
Miki. Oh, God.
No, no, no. Put more spirit into it. Kira.
Miki.
Almost there. Kira.
Miki.
Kira.
Miki. Kira. Miki. Oh my god.
Kira.
Kira. Miki. Oh my god.
That's it. Are you feeling it? Kira.
Miki. Oh my god.
Kira. Miki.
Kira. Miki. Kira. Miki. Just remembered a character that shows up later. Nice.
And don't you ever forget it.
Yeah. What the hell am I doing out here? Where were we, JB? Right, I was telling you. Wow, you're good.
Thank you. It's nice to know I still have it. Especially since I have a concert in a bit.
Concert? Wait, you're that Lilum that's putting on a concert tonight?
I'm one Lilum who's putting on a concert tonight. I don't know if I'm the same Lilum you're looking for.
And what are you doing all the way down here?
Well, they were making the last preparations for the concert, so I snuck out. My producer is always obnoxious while going on, so I decided to leave.
That's going on.
I saw one of the concert's posters outside and decided to check this place.
Just that? Isn't that a bit dangerous? Won't your producer be mad when you go back?
He will, but it's not the first time I've done this. And he still needs me to do the concert anyway.
I see. How big is the concert?
We planned for a bit over 100,000 people and it sold out fast.
I had the impulse to post the Kira copy pasta. Oh no. The Kira one from Death Note or the Kira Miki
So we managed to secure ourselves another show in a couple weeks. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I may not have as many fans as other performers, but mine are very loyal, and that's nice.
Yoshikage Kira. Yeah, go for it. Do the copy pasta. Why not? It's a fun little copy pasta, I'll say that. Over 100,000 is not many? Then what exactly is? Hold on, and based on your little demonstration from before, I should call you Miss Miki, right?
You don't get it! Let's start from the top.
I'll just call you Miss Idol then.
Oh, I like that. Hey, do you have anything soft?
Soft as in alcohol-free?
No, I meant soft as in soft.
Soft? Soft as in girly? Let's see what I can get you. Wonder if she means alcohol-free or something else. I think she means girly. Or bubbly? Soft, sweet. What a beautiful doing. Yeah, do it, do it. Do it. It's too big? That sucks. Something with cotton candy. Soft. Moonblast, Sparkle Rush, Sugar Rush. Sweet, light, fruity, as girly as it gets. Maybe... Sparkle Star? Sweet, girly, happy. They used to actually sparkle, but too many complaints about skin problem made them redesign their drink without sparkling. I think I'll do the first one. Blue Fairy? Soft. Soft! Soft! Oh my god! I found it! It's soft! It's soft! God bless. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Optional? I'll make it optional. And all aged. Mixed. Liquids can be soft. I am on the pro soft liquid side. You know? Wait, hold on. Hard liquid is like something that hurts, something that's spiky. So like, usually you see that cold drinks are spiky. Oh my god! Kira! Yes! Oh my god. God bless. This is one time that I'll accept this. Try this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it in sections. Have you ever belly flopped into a pool? No, that's hard liquid. That's hard liquid.
Yeah, this'll do it. Thanks. Hey, have you considered being more theatrical when mixing drinks? Huh? Yeah, you know, like spinning bottles and lighting drinks on fire, that kind of stuff. When I was in college, I tried going to a party once. The bartender who tried those tricks gave me a nasty bump on the forehead when the bottle slipped to his hand. Those kinds of theatrics usually feel pointless and seem to slow the process of actually making a drink. Yeah, but never underestimate the power of putting on a good show. Yeah, she'd know about that. It can feel incredible and be very rewarding, you know? I'll keep it in mind. Hey, is this glass important? Depends on why you're asking. Do you want me to sign it?
Oh, sure, I guess.
No guessing, are you sure or not? Yeah, do as you please. Okay then, who should I make it out to?
Maybe for my boss? I wonder if Gil would like it though.
Your name, girl?
Oh, for Jill then.
For Jill, never lose your star, from Kiramiki.
Oh, that's a pretty autograph.
Thanks.
No, thank you. I'm guessing someone as many fans as you is their fair share of stalkers, right? Society. It is society, isn't it?
Well, there are two kinds of people that obsess over me. There are the shy ones that follow me everywhere, hiding just out of sight. And then there's my fan club.
What's the difference between them? Oh, there's probably a stark difference.
The fan club follows me around a lot, but they usually keep a distance. Actually, I think they're outside waiting for me right now.
Oh, posted. Wonderful. Now I know what brings me happiness. Although, if I were to fight, I wouldn't lose to anyone.
I see. They're also very organized. They'd make pretty good soldiers. The others, the stalkers, are a bit sneakier and don't act in groups.
I'm guessing those stalkers must be bothersome, huh?
Actually, they're not that bad.
Cope?
Stalkers are nice when you get used to them.
Definitely a cope. What the heck?
I remember one once protected me from being mugged. There was also there's another that breaks into my house once a week and makes me breakfast.
Oh god. And she fails to see the problem.
I just wish they'd leave me my underwear drawer the same as they find it. I take pride in how neatly I organize my underwear, you know?
I take pride in my old liquor collection. I guess it's the same. No, wait, it isn't?
Yeah, you get me, Jill.
Do I?
Okay, one more drink before I go. By now the stage should be all organized, so the fallout should have settled. Isn't it a bit late for a concert? It's part of my gimmick. I always make concerts that go from night till dawn. In this one, I'm supposed to close with a song called Sunshine Stone. If everything goes as planned, the weather forecast is accurate. The sun should come up just as I reach the climax of the song. I'd be depressed if they asked for Your Love is a Drug as an encore, though.
That sounds nice.
Hey, I need to make people feel their tickets are worth the ridiculous price, you know? Don't you think it sucks to pay for something only to find out you shouldn't have bothered?
Oh, dude. Oh, so many video games. So many. Yeah, one time I bought some expensive coffee in this one cafe. Just like filthy water with cream. Still don't know if it was the coffee or the girl that served it, but it was bad.
Man, that sucks. Speaking of which, do you have anything better? I really need to wake myself up.
Let's see what I can find for you. Something bitter, maybe to sober up a bit? Gut punch, gut punch, gut punch, gut punch, gut punch. Bitter, manly, strong. Bitter. Let's go. I like this one. Drive me wild. Sunshine Stone. This is reverse JoJo. Yeah, it is. What the heck? Optional conversion. I'm not gonna give her any. And alt age and mix. Mix. There we go.
Try this. Yeah, this works.
So how is it?
It could be a bit sweeter, but it's delicious.
I figured it was for waking you up or something, so...
Really nice, thanks.
I feel like she's just being nice to me. I hope you aren't offended by this question, but... I can see that you enjoy what you do, but how much of it is about the music?
I'll let you know that before becoming Kiramiki. I was a very accomplished pianist. I had concerts every week and part-timed in bars with a jazz band. I was still write and compose my own songs.
Whoa. Why the change? Going from jazz and piano to idol?
Have you ever thought about that power music has over people? You could argue it's just about noise, but I can make you feel a whole wide range of emotions. And that power is universal. It can transcend language and culture. By being a jazz band or performing recitals, I can only take that power to so many people. But being an idol, I can take that power and spread it far and wide. Kids and adults, men and women, they all have access to my music, and I can reach every one of them. Wow. What music do you like, Jill?
I'm not picky, but I do prefer versions with no lyrics. You mean instrumentals?
Why?
I like to listen to music while working, and lyrics distract me. And besides, it always bothers me when people nonchalantly start singing songs with creepy lyrics. I get that. But, you know, you can't control what makes a bop, you know? I think only half of the listeners actually care about what's being said. Exactly.
Oh, that's a bummer. I'd give you a copy of my latest CD, but I don't have anything at the moment.
Don't worry about it.
Okay then, I'm out. Thanks for helping me pass the time, Jill.
Sure. Please come again.
I'll make sure of it.
Will she be alright?
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Think she'll come back? Usually I'd say no, but I honestly don't know. Boss, we're done. Alright. You feel like going to that girl's concert? Nah, I don't think so. I don't have tickets anyway. Hey boss, does the name Red Comet ring any bells? Why, that was my monk here during my wrestling days. Huh? That's what they called me during the time in the Grand Slam Fighters. They saw me coming, but they couldn't stop me before I crashed into their heads. Any reason for being red specifically? That way I was 3 times faster. How'd you find that out? Do you like wrestling? The client mentioned it yesterday when he saw you. I just kinda remembered it. Ah, I see. I should take you to a wrestling match sometime. Maybe you'll like it. Keep singing sad songs with a smile. Yeah, maybe. In any case, Gil's cleaning the glasses today, so I'll leave now. Take care. Oh, and boss? Don't cram anything in your head without thinking, please. Yeah. Dun 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 dun. Alright, grab a snack on my way home. It's on me. Oh, wow. Dude, I'm freaking so good. Flawless service bonus. Dude, I'm really good. Jill is humming Your Love is a Drug. Buying that song will prevent her from getting too distracted. You can browse Kitamiki's blog. Ooh. Oh, let's see. Oh, there's her blog, I'm assuming. And how do we buy? Shop? Kitamiki poster. Where is it? Your love is a drug. Your love is a? Idol Hell. A magazine with all things idols. Has a download code for Your Love is a Drug. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Treat yourself. Huh? Flawless service? Heck yeah. I'm just that good. I am just that good. Thanks to GC. Dome concert. What I do to relax. Kitamik is cool and all. Wait, can we get PC9X? What is that? I have no clue what that is. Augmented Eye. Quincy. Is Alice Rabbit a group? Neo San Francisco rocked by earthquake. I see. It's on the shop. Yeah, but what is it? But what is it though? But what is it though? Oh, so you're not gonna tell me. Oh! It's vintage gaming. Experience all the cumbersome load times as they were meant to be. Oh god. Well, this seems like something you guys would like, but not me personally. Not me personally. Remember, you need to pay rent. Yeah, no thanks. I'm gonna pass. No gamer time for us. Only drink. Only drink. Oh, here we go. Alice Rabbit Thread 2. Stop forcing Alice. So we Alice Rabbit Thread 2 Electric Boogaloo. So we hate Alice now? Good. It's just that we haven't heard any news yet. Remember that time that they posted here to announce an attack? Oh, lol, yeah, and I remember the cybercrime unit up the admin's ass. Remember, December 17th will come the second retribution. Birthday is coming. That font. Oh boy. Spooky font. It's happening. Haha, time for despair. Oh shit. Oh shit, fuck. The feeling when I just got out of jail. I'm not going back. Do you know what happens to people with IPs on the wrong thread? Hi, cybercrime unit. I just want to let you know I'm not Alice, but in fact, your mom. Why do you gals get so nervous? The only one getting fricked is the admin. Frick off, Alice, not this again. Oh my god, that's so good. December 17th will come the second retribution. Birthday is coming. Oh, I love that. Okay. Miki Concert 3. In the last thread, Anon hates fun. I don't want fights. I don't want fights. You people are so mature. What's wrong with a guy being in danger? What do you care if we assume you're a girl anyway? Frick off. Dudes. In danger. What the heck? Please, let's go back to the concert. 2070X, and you stupid idiots still care about petty shit like this. He started everything by mentioning he's a guy. Anyway, we should gather somewhere, take train to the stadium together. Not a bad idea. We can meet up at the official Danger meetup. Like I'd want to be seen with a bunch of ugly girls in front of my friends. Wow. Okay, next thread, I'm going to moderate the frick out of this. No more shit posting. Oh, there's no men on the internet. Yeah, this is the alternate reality. This is the alternate reality. In the last thread, no shit posting allowed. Did that one Anon leave? I don't think so. I never left. I was just lurking to not cause any trouble.
I never left. I was just lurking to not cause any trouble.
Don't worry, we're here for you. Any ideas for the great revelation? Do you know if you like her yet?
Look, I just don't want to ruin our friendship, but we know each other since we were very young.
So she's your childhood friend? It's just like one of my Japanese animes!
Yeah.
Okay, this is what you have to do. When Miki ends singing Lovers in Paradise, you kiss her.
Kiss?
Of course, just try to imagine how magical that moment would be, with the fireworks and the epic guitar solo.
I will think about it.
This thread is closed. Aww. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear. Oh my god. I hate that people write stammers on regular posts. Yeah, well how else are you to portray shyness, huh? So how was your first kiss? I tripped into a guy. It hurt like hell. Ah, that doesn't count then. That doesn't count. Let's save. Save again. Should we keep going? We've been going for an hour 14. How long is the next day? Do you guys know if it's super long or not? Cause I kinda... Yes. There's people who speak too clinically while nervous. Yeah, true. Dude, there's people who get angry when nervous. Remember you can save partway through. Yeah, but I feel like it's more fun if we just do a whole day, you know? Just go until 2 hours or until the break. Alright, if you say so. Thursday, December 15th. December 17th, I remember that. Good evening. Oh, hi there. Oh, is this the Mommy that you were talking about? Is this her? Is this her? I was expecting the bar to be different from before opening hours, but I guess it's just the same tired thing. Hacker Mommy. Alice Rabbit? Alma? Ah, Leonidas. Gillian. Marcello. What the heck? That is her. I stumbled across her on my way to and asked her if she wanted to tag along. Hope you don't mind. Sure, make yourself at home. Where's Boss? She didn't put a helmet on again, did she? Did I pronounce that wrong? Did I pronounce that wrong? She went out for a bit. I don't know what for, but she'll be back. Alright. Alma, make yourself comfortable while I prepare. Right, thanks. Alrighty. We're gonna keep that one. Keep that song and delete the rest. Delete. And then add from the ending. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, Base of the Titans is lit. You said it correctly? Yes! Nice. Okay. Ready. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Love is a drug? Oh, I forgot. I could have done that, couldn't I? What was that? Oh, just something they made me say back in instruction. It's kind of stuck. Huh? I went to a school that made us stand up with our hands on our backs when somebody came in. That habit didn't rub off until high school or so. Yeah, kinda like that. Oh yeah, look at this. A glass with a signature? I'll assume it's either an autograph or an impromptu medicine recipe. That Hiramiki girl came yesterday before her concert, actually. Oh yeah, now I see her name here. You don't seem very surprised. I like her Blink more, actually. Blink? The stoic-looking duo, right? Ah. Are these supposed to be like Vocaloids? Like the, Robo singers? Are they supposed to be like Vocaloids? Become no drugs, all alcohol. Alcohol is a drug, you heckin' nerd. I think Daft Punk. Oh. Yep, those. Seems you had a better day than mine yesterday. I had a breakup with Damien. I see. Want a drink? You don't seem very surprised. Alma, we've known each other for, what, a few months now? I'd be interested if those relationships of yours went any further than a week or two. You say you broke up, but there's usually not enough time to foster something to break. It's more like the guy wasn't what I wanted, so I stopped flirting. You could pretend to be more interested, you know. Like my mom says, if I don't buy it, it's because I don't know the product. Ah, I see. Speaking of buying, do you want a frame? A frame? Yeah, for all those pics you have of your boss? The one filling your phone's memory. Oh. Some seem sneakily taken at that. Is that true? What do you care? How the hell did you find that out? So it is true. Shut up. Oh, hacker mommy, I see. I'm a hacker, remember? You shouldn't piss off a hacker. Oh, I really like this one of her sleeping in her office. I think I'll copy it. You... Hey, can you make me a bad touch before we keep arguing? Sure. Sure. She wants a bad touch. The funny drink. Haha. The funny drink. Bleeding Jane, Bloody Mary, I see. Bad touch. 2 brawn, 2 brawn, 2... Oh! I almost did a bad. And 2 flanner guide. 2. Just 2. And 4 of these. Alright, all rocks and mixed. Haha, funny. Shut up. Oh, I really need to get the freaking shut up chat thing going on. Here. Who gives these drinks their silly names? Funny laugh. Not funny, didn't laugh. Usually the one who registers it. Some people have quite the silly sense of humor. I'm thinking about you guys right now. Some people really have a silly sense of humor, don't they? Right, chat? Right, right. Like that girl who keeps laughing over this particular drink's name? Literally. Oh my god. I mean, we're watching you. I can't believe you did me like that. I cannot believe you. Wow. Yeah, yeah. So who's Damien again? This freaking song! Base of the Titans. Wow. The one with the nice car? Sure, he's also the manager at the bank, but that car was what caught my eye. What was wrong with him? Turns out he was a LARPer. What's wrong with LARPers? Dude, I can't even focus on what's happening right now with this hecking song. Oh my god. It is straight up going off. Holy heck. LARP? I feel like I need to shout over this. Live action role-playing. Sounds more like the nickname of a very heavy-handed writer or a military organization. What did he roleplay as? Have you ever heard of the Woodstock fairs? Those events where people barely dress, stink, roll in the mud, and fuck in the open? Those are hippies. Yeah. He frequents those, and it's something I'd rather not deal with at all. Can you turn down the mic so I can hear the music better? Bruh! Oh my god. Imagine. If I stayed with him, I'd eventually have to. I mean, I need to support my partner in what he does, but if it's something like that... You see, that's the problem right there. You say breaking up like you had something formal, but most of the time you're still getting to know him. Think about it. Have you ended your longest-lasting relationships for things like those? Okay, sorry for not using the right word or whatever, but I'm still sorely disappointed. And at least I'm trying to get some action. When was the last time you spent the night with someone else? Last night? Your cat doesn't count. A year ago. It was messy. You can also shut up, that works too. You know what? Frick you guys. Frick you guys. We're gonna have a moment of silence. Oh wait, we can't, because the music's changed. There. There. Are you happy? Are you happy now? The ultimate meme radio. You know what? Nah. There we go. See? I mean, I have no idea how you deal with that. Yeah, I have no idea how I deal with this either. You know, you're right, Alma. You're right.
If I were you, I would have pushed fuckboy over there into the closet ages ago.
Fuckboy? People have different needs and priorities.
Yes, but don't you miss having the warmth of someone else at your side? You deal with it because we pay you!
And also because I enjoy your company! Jesus! Come on, it's not all that superficial. Would have been a good time for that shut up thing. I know, right?
Using them as a pillow, mixing their perfume with theirs. Putting your head on their chest, listening to them breathe as they pet your head. Dozing off knowing they're there watching you, protecting you.
Yeah, I enjoy my cat with that.
Jill?
Oh, look what you've done.
Anything can make you to shut up and drink? I'll have you know that my uncle Juan taught me ventriloquism when I was 12. Drinking will stop me from talking, or making tasteless puns for Aunt Rosa. Still, give me something weird, would you?
Huh, ventriloquism. Weird? A weird drink.
Yeah, something different, experimental, uncommon.
Let's see. Weird drink. Promo drinks fit that bill. Weird. No one drinks the promos, I'm assuming? No one drinks the promos? Yeah. Piano Man, Piano Woman. Grizzly Temple Bloom Life. It's so unnecessarily brown. Spicy promo bland. Let's see. Bottled one would work probably, though. That one's funny. Yeah. A fedora. With perfume and a plum. Every drink here. How do I... Do I mix it? What do I do? Ah! Plum fume! That's so nice! I can't guarantee this works. I gave her the hat with the perfume here. Okay, so it worked? I'm assuming it worked? I'll give it to her. Here you go. No! We failed! That sucks.
I'll take it anyways, but no tip for this one.
It's not advice, I just thought it was funny. Literally the one time I take you guys' advice and I fail. I've literally never failed thus far. You know what, I was gonna give her something good. Something she'd actually like. But no.
You know, your orders are weird today.
Dunce head! Both of you! Dunce heads! Both of you! Learn to read. You guys are so stupid. You guys are so incredibly stupid for making me do this. Wait, does that mean I have to do it for... Hold on. I didn't prepare enough. I got the dunce hat though. Give me a freaking break. Give me a heckin' break. Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy now? Oh my god. I am the dunce for no absolute reason. I told you about the manly drink, learn to read. I took your advice, okay? I took your advice. Put one on each horn? Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I can't turn it though, what the heck? So we'll just have to transform, flip. Wrong one. Don't flip it that way. Flip it this way. Flip it this way. There we go. There, dunce combo. Tilly said as me being dumb. Oh! Yeah, I wish I read that. What is this becoming? What is this monstrosity that I'm looking at? What the heck? I just said it was funny. I really do need to learn to read, don't I? You know, your orders are weird today.
They are.
Yeah, usually the first thing we ask is for a Brantini and then something like a Cobalt Velvet or something similar. Well, I sometimes feel like I need something different, you know? Something tells me part of the reason you left this Damien is because he was too deep into routine. Maybe. Vampy sword. Bruh. Yeah, I could, yeah. Hey, speaking of routines, as a hacker, what's your opinion on the whole Alice Rabbit thing? That's the silence of somebody who just heard something stupid. Stupid enough to warrant the speech that they've just been prepared for just for occasions like this. As always, very perceptive of you. You know, decades ago, there was this group of people that hacked simple sites with an agenda. Can't remember what they used to call themselves, I just remember that it was pretty petty vandalism. Anyway, everyone with that participated started using the same name. They wanted to create this anonymous anarchist identity. The whole Alice Rabbit thing is the logical conclusion of that. It's what happens when the idea reaches its breaking point and goes mainstream. It is no longer a group, but an individual. An untouchable entity watching from the shadows, monitoring and judging everything anyone does. Observing, tolerating no one but itself. A lot of bullshit for what's essentially a pet the press made up. The antithesis of your usual boogeyman, if you must. So, you don't think such a person exists? Don't know, don't care. I mean, we have seen the actions of such an entity. But it might be anything, an individual, a group, an AI. That's not taking into account all the copycats and pranksters using the name. So, Alice Rabbit is a thing that exists, but it's also really muddied overall. There's something else that worries me, though. That kind of story that always catches the attention of kids and such. I think it's an actual rabbit walking across the keyboard. That would be good if that's what it actually was. That'd be funny. They start trying to hack stuff without knowing the risk or consequences. Imagine if, suddenly, a group of tweens broke into this bar and started asking for drinks. That's how it feels for me, and it's thanks to that damn Alice Rabbit thing. I see. But enough of that. There's more pressing matter at hand. There is? Yeah, you've been delaying my invitations for hanging out some time for too long. Oh, that. You hate me that much, Jill. Does my presence make you that uncomfortable? Oh, come on. No, At this rate, I might just crash by your apartment. That way you can't just say no. Maybe I'll also crash for the night. We could have a sleepover, braid our hair, tell stories all night, shower together. Oh my god, no, I would accept. I would accept. Alma, please, take me. I would love to hang out with you on multiple occasions, actually. You know, when you're having all those dating problems, I could solve them for you. I could solve them. You know you need some human warmth in that place. Your sis alone would fill my entire bathroom. God. Man, you react too nonchalantly. It's no fun. React a little bit. Let me tease you for a second. I refuse. Bro! Alma's based. Alma's based. In all seriousness, though, any particular reason you keep turning down my invitations? I mean, it's not a date. I just want a conversation with you outside these four walls. She says like it's a problem. Yeah. I'm not a morning person. I registered for a night shift precisely to avoid waking up early. The earliest I've asked you out is 10 a.m., you know? That's early morning by my standards. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hang out, I just don't want to wake up early. You are hopeless. Anyway, I'm gonna need another drink here. Like, say, a big Brantini. Finally, that's the Alma I know. Big Brantini, easy enough. Does Jill even have a bathroom? I mean, she better. Brantini. And a big one. 6? God. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And aged and mixed. Alright. They call it a Brandtini, but it's big. I think that was one of the worst jokes you've ever made. Oh my god. That was worse than my fate go, fate stop joke. Oh my god. East. Oh my god, there we go, Brantini. Here.
You know, a Brantini is such a weird name.
It was originally supposed to replicate the Martini. Problem is, the BTC got a hold of a brand of vermouth that was named after a certain automobile company.
So on a weird whim, they changed the name. I see.
You know, I was wondering. Yeah? Don't you worry about what the people you work for might be doing with the information you provide?
Not really.
You don't?
Do you worry about what happens when the people leave this place drunk?
Not really. Most of the time. Alcohol bad. Dude, based. Alcohol bad. Just have a nice fruity drink bar. No alcohol. For all virgins.
Why should you?
Do you get people drunk?
Some say my beauty's intoxicating, but that's besides the point. I get my payment, do my job, forget about the whole thing.
You make your job sound so easy. Why didn't you make it then, checkmate?
Once you understand that the precautions I have to take, it's no problem. I've always found my job fun. However, most of my contracts are consultant-based gigs. It's not like every day's a thrill.
Do you meet with your clients, or...?
I don't. It's always from behind many filters as I can manage. I remember I once did a job where I had a couple of kids relaying letters.
Yo, who's this cutie? Hacker GF. She is Hacker GF. Big titty Hacker GF. For security reasons, right?
Actually, it's because the way I lose a lot less time.
Dude, her fingy? It's a robot. What the heck?
I don't have to deal with clients hitting on me or pestering me after the job's done. And I also don't have to lose time proving my worth because my big boobs equals small brain or some shit like that. I mean, protecting my identity is one of the reasons. But the few times I've shown myself, they weren't even risky or dangerous jobs, just run-of-the-mill security checks.
Vampire Alma. Oh my god, dude, you gotta choose Alma. You gotta. If I see a girl with sunglasses and two dunce hats. Oh my god.
I don't know, maybe I need to show up as a disheveled nerd or something, give them what they expect to see. Or I just don't show up and save myself the trouble. Why all the questions? Just things I've been curious about and always forget to ask. So many Alice Rabbit headlines have made me wonder about the hacking business too. Oh, I'll remember to ask you things next time then. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya. Take care.
Hello, sugar. Whomst. Oh, is this the red? The red fox lady with the eye patch? How should I do the voice for her? I don't know. Hydrate. God bless, hydrate. Thank you, fish. Thank you, fish. Okay. Sultry? What is sultry?
Hello, sugar.
It's Luigi. It's Luigi? What are you talking about?
Ow!
Oh! Hello, Mr. Donovan! Oh! I did not know that was Mr. Donovan. Like my pop used to say, never trust the ass of a woman with metallic arms. Wow. I think it's more like plastic and carbon fiber. They're hard as frick and that's all my abdomen felt. Do you normally greet people that way? Luigi is later. It's a Mario! Yeah, I can see him being Mario. I'm a man that can't contain himself when he sees something he likes, kid. Oh, but don't worry, you're safe. You're flatter than the field at my summer house. Jesus Christ. A bit of advice, you shouldn't provoke the one serving your drinks or food. Don't be offended, kid. You have your audience. I'm just not part of it. Today I'm making this a quick one. Gotta attend to business in a while. Having said that, I'll just have the usual. The usual, he says. Wants the usual. 3 days and he already has a usual drink. Beer. 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 A big beer. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, good, good. All mixed. Nice. You don't gotta tell me it's a big beer. I know what to do. The usual. Sure, this'll work. Is this not what the usual is? Oh, did I do that wrong? No way. Did I mess up, actually? What the heck? What brings you today, Mr. Donovan? That girl I interviewed yesterday is coming again in a couple of weeks. So I was working to clinch in an exclusive interview. Did you succeed? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm Donovan D. Dawson. I always get what I want. Sure, I had to blackmail the editors of other outlets, but the end result is what matters. I see. Wait, blackmail? You'd be surprised at the kind of stuff you find out when you get the right people drunk. Hey, the signature on that glass over there. Huh? Oh yeah. That big titty Lilum was here. She came yesterday before the concert, yeah? Anything juicy come out of her visit? No. Gossip worthy? No. Tabloid worthy? No. Come on, there has to be something. Well, her love for what she does is so honest and pure that anyone who tries to ruin it should be ashamed. Oh, don't give me that shit. Throw a bone over here. Anything. I've got nothing. Everyone has a price. How much for you to spill the beans? I'm serious here. She said nothing that could be used against her. Or that you didn't already know. Fine. Say, are many of your interns women, Mr. Donovan? All of my interns are women, kid. Every single one of them. It's a pack of hungry, desperate... yeah. Why only women? Did you ever watch Race for Hope? The movie? Yeah. A movie about journalists looking for clues regarding a murder. That tacky movie had everything. Romance, action, a dog with sunglasses. A girl with sunglasses? It also sold this weird, fantastical image of what journalism is. I'm guessing lots of girls saw it in high school and wanted to become journalists. And now I have to deal with this shit. How can you be so sure? Foreshadowing? Foreshadowing? What the heck? My first brother-in-law was a doctor. He said that a couple of years after the Emergency Hard movie, all his interns were women for a long while. Don't call yourself a dog. And this is why you don't let brats that barely understand what responsibilities are pick a career. Yeah. You perhaps know a girl named Kimberly LaValette? Doesn't ring a bell? Who is she? Nobody. Forget I said anything. Any interesting preview of tomorrow's news? You expect me to share my information when you wouldn't share your scoop on the singer? How can one share when there's honestly nothing to share? Uh-huh. I'm gonna be a good citizen today and let this one pass. Have you heard of a group called the Harbingers? Oh my god! Genshin Impact. I didn't know that's a real word. I thought they made it up. I thought they made it up in Genshin Impact. What the? I'm just stupid, it seems. I really am dunce. Can we add another dunce cap? Come on! What? Give me your address, I gotta become your teacher. What is it? What is a harbinger? What is one? Seriously, why are you guys so in shock? What is it? Tell me, teach me. What is a harbinger? Someone who brings something. That's it? That's it. That's all what a harbinger is. Harbinger of death. Oh! Okay. But like epic. I see. Oh! Okay. The bringers. They bring things, but epically. I see. Okay. Not really, no. There's some group wanting to overthrow the White Knights. I read their manifesto in the bathroom once. Interesting piece, even better makeshift toilet paper. They talk about how the organization is corrupt, full of mob bosses or something like that. I think I've heard about it somewhere. What of them? They sent a message to some outlets saying they have proof of their claims. That they're gonna release it to the public tomorrow. Oh dude, this music fits really well with what's going on. Oh, that'd be interesting to see, I think. I know, right? Alright, kid. Give me a bleeding Jane so I can call it a day. Okay. Man, you guys still have 15 minutes of this freaking dunce cap, and then I'm done. Bleeding Jane. 1, 3... I claim the title of Harbinger of Nekoark. Yeah, you can have that title, that's fine. I think that's it, right? All blended? And so that means the double shakes. The extreme shakes. There we go. Bleed Jane. Don't bleed Jane. Unbleed her. You can't just do that. Here. Simple enough for you, I see. I claim the title Harbinger of Vibes. With 2 more horsemen. What can I be the harbinger of? Chaos? Stupidity. So I've heard this is Dana Zane's bar. Dana Zane's bar. Is this true? Dana? Dana. Dana. Harbinger of ignorance. Shut up. Yeah. Never thought I'd hear about the undefeated of the West again. More so after that incident with the bears. Where is she? She's out running some bears. 6 years ago, a cash-strapped Dana Zane entered an underground ring for money. Harbinger of these nuts. Ah! Oh, yo, you got him. You got him there. Oh. Faced 10 enraged grizzly bears. She beat all of them without killing them. I heard she set them free afterwards, too. And you were there? I was drunk and bored. What can I say? Do you know if she lost her arm there? Can't remember. Too drunk. Maybe she had a prosthetic then, too. I heard someone there suggest that she lost it after throwing a baseball out of some stadium. Threw it so hard her arm fell off. Oh my god. Okay, I like that. Threw it so hard her arm fell off. But that sounds more like an unsubstantiated rumor. More like something she made up. Well, I gotta go. Next time you see Dana, thank her for winning me my second yacht. I knew betting on her was the right choice. Oh, here we go with this again. Please come again. Yeah. Oh my god. Well, I think that'll be it for today. We're gonna cut the day short, but thank you guys for coming. I gotta freaking do my outro with freaking dunce caps on. Thank you. Hold on, I'm gonna move my glasses up a little bit. There we go. Nipa. So, wait, what? You can't end before the dunce cap run out. Oh my god, really? That would be a scam. Thanks for the stream. Hey! Thank you for coming. Though I don't even know if I'm gonna end it now, because they're gonna yell at me if I end it while these dunce caps are still on. Technically, they still have 10 minutes of dunce cap. So maybe we should just do dunce cap at the beginning of next stream. Yeah, I figured out I'm gonna do raids only for, non-story driven stuff, you know? So, like, more chill stuff like Genshin. You were gonna yell at you anyways. Okay, fine, I'll push it to next stream. Fine. So, thank you guys for showing up. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. Have a good day, have a good night, wherever you are. And I will see you next time.